Hello everybody, Anthony Gonzalez here with another weekly update. This one we're going to basically focus almost entirely on coronavirus. So if you've been following in the news, globally we have what appears to be a coronavirus epidemic. It started in China. We were getting terrible data out of China, which isn't new, but they weren't able to contain the virus, and now you're starting to see it spread throughout the world. So you've seen a pretty big uptake in South Korea, you've seen an uptick in Iran and in Italy, and you've seen a couple cases here in the US. The good news is our numbers domestically are still pretty low. So less than 20 people have been infected domestically with coronavirus. We have some others who have it, but they got it in Japan on a cruise ship. American citizens, we brought them back. So what should we do? How should we think about this? I'll tell you kind of from my perspective, both as a dad and a member of Congress. So with respect to the risk factors, there's sort of two segments of the population that are most at risk. One would be seniors, and the other would be young kids with respiratory illness. So my son is 2 years old, he has issues with asthma. So this is something that my wife and I are talking about quite a bit, and doing everything we can to prepare and prevent him from getting sick, and prevent us from getting sick so we don't pass it on to him. What that means is we are doing everything we can to adhere to sort of basic hygiene guidelines. So that means wash your hands aggressively. Make sure you're disinfecting areas of your house or areas of your car where you're constantly touching things, right? So you need all your surfaces to be disinfected, and you need your hands to be clean. Don't put your hands in your mouth if you can avoid it, or your ears or anything like that. And so basic hygiene that you would do to avoid the flu or any other common illness, common virus, that's what you should be doing at home. That comes directly from the CDC. That's the guidelines that they've given us. Additionally, there's a thought about getting masks. The masks typically are only good if you have the disease yourself. That's the other thing I should say. If you're coughing yourself, you need to be washing your hands. So if you have a cough or a cold, you're sniffling, when you're cleaning yourself up, make sure you wash your hands as well. You probably don't have coronavirus, but it's just good practice. And if you see folks who are doing the same, make sure that you're washing your hands. So that's kind of what you can do personally. On the congressional side, my focus is to do everything we can to make sure this is not a political issue. This should not be political. The coronavirus is going to infect Republicans, Democrats, and independents the exact same way. Nobody is immune from that. And so to turn it into a partisan issue or to take cheap shots at one side or the other, frankly, it's not helpful. It prevents us from actually solving the problem and making sure we have the funds where they need to go. From a funding standpoint, that is the basic focus that we can have as members of Congress, is to figure out what programs need funding, what programs need some oversight, and how we need to structure the response so that our great scientists, our great doctors, our organizations can make sure that if and when we have an outbreak in the US, that it's tamed as much as possible. My current belief, and this could change at any minute, but my current belief is that we will see an uptick in the United States in pockets. I don't think it'll be kind of widespread across the country, but you'll see cities across the country that end up getting infected for whatever reason. A traveler came in from a part of the world that had infection and they didn't get quarantined the right way. Whatever it is, I suspect we'll have some outbreak. But again, for the majority of the people, everything should be fine, but we do need to be cautious. And again, I told you what we're doing at home, but everybody should kind of monitor that appropriately. And we'll continue to provide updates, obviously. We get multiple briefings a week, and we're monitoring it. So that's coronavirus. A lot that you can do personally, and then we're doing as much as we can on the congressional side as well. Final piece of this week's update. I want to thank and honor Guyan Bluford for winning the Ohio Distinguished Service Medal. Guyan was the first African American to enter space. He served in Vietnam, was a combat pilot in the Vietnam War, and lives in Westlake. So an incredible American story right in our backyard. So proud to be your representative, Guyan. Thank you for everything you've done, and congratulations on an award that was well earned, and just really excited for you. With that, thank you as always for allowing me to be your representative, and I hope everybody has a great weekend.